She's such a cutie pie.
Done good there still.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's beautiful, bro.
I just can't stop staring at her.
Yeah,
I can't stop staring. I just look at her like, that's my baby.
I remember the feeling, bro.
Come on. It's mad. I'm tired though.
Yeah.
Can I get one of them waters, please?
Yeah, man, of course you can.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
I already know it's dumping, no? It's them booting there, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, he's good.
Like my Rasta.
𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤. 𝐥𝐤𝐤.
Jesus.
Yes.
Lord of mercy. Yeah,
Big
no,
step up.
What you man saying though? We're back again.
back
Back again.
We're recording, yeah.
Yeah,
man, we're recording, man.
Back in the
shit about the boots.
Yeah.
We're back, man. We're back.
Yeah, man. This is what is it? Episode 61.
Mad.
61. We come back from our little hiatus.
Yeah, for real.
Come out of hibernation and that. It feels good, man. It feels good, man. How has everyone been? Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I have to do a rule in it. Whatever you decide, like I'm gonna ask you how you guys are, how everything's been since it's been off. It has to remain positive. Nothing negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't saying that negative.
No, I'm just
I'll
saying.
be honest.
You can be honest, but just nothing negative. Even if it's negative to you, you have to spin it into a positive.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
boss.
I'm just saying, isn't it?
He's back again, 2023.
I'm
just saying.
saying yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Anyway,
You're welcome.
seeing as let's start with you then.
I don't want to start.
How's everyone been though?
Yeah, man. Can't complain, bro. Still breathing.
Yeah.
Breathing.
I feel
positive, like.
yeah.
In this current climate, bro.
You lot are something else,
I feel refreshed. That's what I feel. Starting a new year.
I am feel.
2023.
Can
Everything's
imagine.
been a bit of a blur though. Like,
What happened?
My sandwich.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Oh, blessed, bro.
I'm lucky. Jaja, it's them boots, bro. Them Jaja boots saved me.
What? Shout out Zara.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Rasta saved.
Rasta.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Ja.
But yeah, man, carry on.
Yeah. I feel very refreshed. Done a few things whilst we were on break.
Yeah.
Went to Tenerife, which was nice. Climbed up a volcano.
Climbed up a volcano.
Yeah, man, bare hands.
Holiday makeup.
Swear on.
Bare hands. No shoes either. No, I'm joking.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Barefoot, just splash up.
Third biggest volcano that was pushed up.
It's the biggest toenail to the side of the mountain.
It's the third biggest volcano in the world. It's called 𝐤𝐤𝐤. So
𝐤𝐤𝐤, yeah.
𝐤𝐤𝐤 had his foot back.
everyone, if you want to go away, Tenerife's a beautiful little spot to go away to. Get your little recharging thing.
Yeah.
100% battery.
How you spell that?
𝐸𝐸.
𝐤𝐤𝐤.
𝐤𝐤𝐤.
Mad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm alright.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
I can't
good.
complain.
Good.
Yeah.
No, good. That's what we want to hear, bro.
I'm saying. What about you, Dan?
I can't lie. I'm
Quite.
tired, bro.
But why are you
It's not me
tired?
being negative.
Why are you tired? Why are you tired? Why are you
It's a
tired?
positive tiredness.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
grace of God, my baby girl was born
Yes.
on the 26th
Yes.
of February 2023, and she's an angel. I've never
Angel.
been so in love before, man.
Yeah, I can only
lie.
imagine. I
Yeah,
can
man, it's a
only
real blessing
imagine.
that the whole perspective on life changes against it.
I can imagine.
You know, but it's a different, like, you just think, it's even, like, if somebody's even looking at you wrong on the street, you just think, I'm just gonna look
Whatever,
away,
man.
Yeah, you got different,
man, yeah.
It's not worth
different
it.
agenda now, different priorities.
What are you looking at me for? You know what I mean? What are you looking at me for?
Someone's
You know what I mean?
dad.
Like, I felt positive. My positive thing is the reason I was like 2 minutes late today is because it wasn't because I left late. I got to Clapham, and there was this lady with her baby coming back from holiday, and she had loads of bags, and no one was helping her. So I just said, "Do you need a hand?" She's like, "Oh my gosh, I was praying for an angel." That's what she said.
And you kid.
Thank you so much. So big up Charlene, wherever you are. If you ever manage to see this, big up yourself, Charlene, and I hope everything's alright.
Yeah.
I hope to get a cab and that. That's just why I was a bit late.
Yeah,
To
no.
catch the next train. But yeah,
I hear it, man.
Super.
I hear it.
I'm just trying to be like Sean.
No, but someone prayed for an angel and thanked him. So
You know what I'm saying?
like you can't get any better than that.
Speaks volumes.
I'm just doing what I've been taught. So.
Him glowing in his hoodie, fam.
The man I am today because of Sean.
Say again.
I said I'm the man I am today because of you, bro.
Do it. How'd you work that
I
out?
got something something to say to you as well. I'll let you go.
Oh my days!
I guess I'll get away from this one.
But yeah.
How are you, Sean?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Like as Dad said. Dan said.
Dad.
Dad.
Listen, let's not start that. I'm not even batting.
No, but as Dan said, like I'm tired as well. But like, yeah, man. I've like obviously me and my missus started a property venture, and it's been going very well. We wanted to get into property for a while, over a year, and then I think last year November actually, we decided to actually take it seriously. And the level of growth, and it's magic because I'm so pessimistic sometimes with stuff like with my progression and stuff like that. And even now, sometimes I get vexed when certain things happen and not in the way that I wanted it to. But sometimes I really have to sit back and just realize, right, where we was before and where we are now, and what's within reach now. Do you know what I mean? It's things. Certain things are just crazy. Like certain things, the way that I see things now, it's just like I'll go down the road and the same house that I've been walking past for 15 years. I'm like, rah,
I can grab
like I can grab that. I never thought like, oh yeah, like there's so many creative ways to obtain property. There's so many different ways and there's so many things you can do with it, and there's so many avenues it allows you to do. Like my thing, like my reason for getting into property was always been, I want to be free, and I don't want to have to. I never wanted to be filthy rich. I just want to be free enough to do what I need to do. All of this having to put in annual leave and get declined and that, it's not for me. You know what I mean? Like please. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not for me. And like even shift work, like I hate shift work, but I'll do it because it allows me to do other things. When I'm working on things like, again, things that I love, property, the podcast, everything else. You know me already. I'll be up till like 4 a.m. like editing or doing what I need to do. Do you know what I mean? Because I love it. Do you know what I mean? When I'm doing property, I'm not seeing the time go by or whatever. Like I'm just thinking to myself, like, rah, like all of a sudden, like I'm on the laptop and then I hear birds chirping. I'm like, alright, now I need to go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? Like, but
see that blue tint coming.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me. And like, oh man, you like 2 hours to sleep.
But yeah, man. So I've just always just wanted to, and the thing is, I see so many different avenues to help other people, or give them like an avenue to be able to do the same thing themselves and build on that themselves. Do you know what I mean? And then I think for me, my idea of what's the word? Like my idea of winning is me being able to say, "Oh, lads, do you want to go here?" And every man is like, "Yeah, cool." Like, you know, just every man's got their own thing. Every man's even still working, taking time out while they're on holiday. Flip open a little laptop and just be like, yeah, cool. Let me just check on something real quick. Just made a couple bags. Yeah, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like something simple like that. That's my thing. Yeah, because I feel like sometimes it's easy to be a slave to the system.
To the man.
It's easy to be caught up in a rat race. Do you know what I mean? And when you see avenues of how to get out of it, it is hard work, but I'm happy to put in that hard work because once you're out of it, bro, the whole world just opens up, man.
Everything changes. It sounds like everything's become more in like arm's reach for you. That's what it kind of feels like. The things that you once thought were really far away and was going to take you years to achieve, like getting your head around the property,
and then like couple months of just graft.
Like I've never ever thought, or not never ever, but I never thought like now I would be talking about, you know, and it sounds better than it actually is, but like £1 million deals. Do you know what I mean? £1 million deals. And now I'm talking to people on the phone talking about, yeah, this is 1.4 mil. You just need to put an extra mil in there, and you got the end value is 3 mil and stuff like that. And I'm throwing around these figures like it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? And that's not to say, oh yeah, I've got that or I can afford that or whatever. But it's like my idea of those things before, I would have been like, oh, 3 mil.
Conversations are changing, man.
Yeah, conversations are changing. The people that I'm just talking to are just like, right. I'm like, I've never thought I would be in the same room as you. You know.
Yeah, and they talk about like exchange.
Yeah. Sitting next to millionaires.
At work, fam, when some of the projects that we work on, and some of the numbers that fly around.
Yeah,
some of the numbers I'm working on at the moment. Like you could actually say like 50 mil is like one of the lowest projects.
Like
one of the lowest. 50 mil, easy. Do you get what I'm saying? And the way how I see the process of a project going from concept to post completion, or practical completion, bro, it's mind blowing.
It's
It's similar like to some of the contracts I've worked on. Some of them are procurement contracts.
I know.
I'm seeing multi-million-dollar things, and the way they're just throwing money out there, that, it just makes you realize that you're not ever too far from something. No matter what it is, like everyone's got their own thing. You're never really actually too far from it. You literally have to keep going.
And do you know what it is?
You think to yourself, how can I tap into that?
But
there's so much of it.
No, but this is it though, because it's like you think to yourself, how can I tap into that? But there's so many other people out here have money. All you either need the money to make it happen or the knowledge. So if you ain't got the money, you get the knowledge. So once you get the knowledge, people, some people have the money, they just don't have the knowledge. They use you, and then when you're using that, and you just be like, yeah, cool, just slide me a little something. Every time you're sliding a little something, now your little something has become a big something. Do you know what I mean? And now, like, that's how you kind of like, even these rich people out here, they don't use their own money. They have money, but they don't use their own money. They borrow from other people.
Yeah, they know how to use that properly.
It's not just borrowing to say, oh, let me hold a $5 and I'll give it back. Like they've got strategies. They know how. They know when you're gonna get your money back, how quick, how you're gonna get your money back and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
It's like Dragon's Den, innit? I watch Dragon's Den quite a lot. Like I like those sort of entrepreneurial shows and stuff. It's the same concept. You basically have your idea, sell your idea. You say, this is why you should invest in my idea. This is how much money you'll be making over X amount of time.
This is it.
And this is how this is when you'll get your money back.
Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying.
That's a great what you're saying. Like,
dropping gems.
Like honestly, like I've spent grands on. You are an idiot. No, I'm just saying, like I spent grands on learning and courses and training and everything like that. Do you know what I mean?
You got to invest in yourself, innit?
And 100%. that's it. You have to invest in yourself, you know, because it was easy for me to think, oh, should I spend that? But then I'm going to be thinking that 5 years down the line. Whereas if I make that decision,
do you know
5 years down the line, it's changed.
You're only getting started, bro.
This is it. That's
the wickedest thing.
This is it, man.
You ain't even scratched the surface yet, and you're doing bits
in the next 10 years. You still got enough life to live, you know.
This is it.
You'll be flying.
This is it. This is it.
And I know it's hard for some people to kind of imagine like having that little bit of surplus to do something, the extra 100, 200 to learn that e-learning, that online course or whatever it might be, but it can make all the difference. Because you'll be willing to spend it on something else down the line.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Kind of
100%.
All these direct debits that you've got coming out, you probably spend it over the month, over the year anyway.
I don't really need that pair of trainers. I can really rock the same.
Once upon a time, money was coming in and staying. Getting swallowed from them student overdrafts that they suck you into, you bro. You know what I mean? Crazy. You get paid, but you don't even have money.
It's a rat race.
That's the worst.
You forgot one thing though that you should be proud of. You should be very proud of.
What's that?
You forgot about your photography journey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're dealing with a superstar here, guys.
Superstar.
A man of many talents.
Entrepreneur.
Get me?
We got the investor.
You know what I'm saying?
Homes under the hammer.
He's doing the makeover. I'm on there soon, man.
Hey, allow me, man.
What they call them home away from home show. Find a little villa in Spain.
No, you are so stupid. A little chalet, like.
All over here we have the bathroom. The sun comes in nice.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. But
my esteemed friend was featured in
Yeah, so
I'm not even privileged to say that.
so yeah,
Who was on the front cover? Tell them.
so I was on so I was in British Vogue. On the who was on the front cover? Rihanna and ASAP with the little
You can't talk to no one.
You ain't got no one anymore.
Body.
I don't want to hear it.
No, but of course I can. Of course I can.
The price is spiraled.
He's talking about property and Vogue over here.
Listen, allow me, man.
McDonald's.
Allow me, man.
Man's talking about 1.5 mil, 3 mil, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. How dare you?
Allow me,
How dare you say anything
fam.
about anyone else?
No, but when I'm in your presence, I can still talk to you, fam.
A$AP sauce, bro.
A saucer.
A$AP Rocky.
You man are silly, fam.
so tired.
But yeah, man, I think on.
No, you're done.
I'm all sweating, fam. I'm all sweating. Oh my days, bro! You're making me sweat, fam.
Oh man.
But nah, man. I think yeah. So I am still.
Okay.
But yeah, I spoke.
Go get used to it, mate.
I spoke about this a while ago. One of the photo shoots that we did before, and I think the organisers told us that they was looking to submit it into British Vogue, but then they said that for whatever reason it didn't happen or whatever. And then I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was talking to someone. I think it might have been my missus actually, and I just said, it would have been nice if if that was in British Vogue, innit? Like, it was a nice thing, innit? And then I think later on that evening, I just looked and then we got an email just saying that, listen, it's been in British Vogue. They sent us the PDFs and everything. And sent us the PDFs and everything. And then they said it's going to be on something else in April as well. But yeah, man,
Do you get paid for that?
I was just about to ask as well.
So yeah, we got paid for that.
Did.
We got paid for that.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's calm. It's like it wasn't.
It was a couple of direct debits for them.
It was alright. It's alright.
I hear that.
It's all going to the birthday. It's all going to the birthday.
Okay, I hear
It's change now. Pocket change to you.
Allow me, man. Allow me, fam. But yeah, man. Yeah, thank you.
Word,
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's a big achievement, you know.
Thank you.
British Vogue.
Yeah, I know.
Now we're gonna be talking about GQ next, innit?
Well, who knows, man? Who knows, bro? Yeah, man. Just got
birthday picture's gonna end up on GQ.
End up on the shirtless one. Shirtless GQ.
Listen, allow me, man.
Get Sade to come and take the picture, fam. End up in GQ.
Listen.
One billboard somewhere.
Nah, see, that's the next thing. If it's on the billboard.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I will not let you live it down.
Listen.
We will not let you talk about properties no more. He's doing supermodel. He's doing that shocky on runway.
Yeah. in a catwalk somewhere in Las Vegas.
Oh my days.
Platforms and flares.
Naomi Campbell.
What?
Is that's the supermodel?
Xiaomi.
Yeah.
Xiaomi.
You rather dumb, fam.
Yeah, well done.
But yeah, thank you. See, what you been on there?
Yeah, bro, just head down, just working, man.
Is it just working?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to tell us about that as well?
Yeah, I don't even really want to disclose too much information.
Yeah,
over the
just say that you leveled up, basically.
Yeah.
You leveled up as you do.
Yeah. Life's.
I doesn't want to talk about too much, but
I don't really want to put it out there, but
Listen,
man,
he's winning. That's what you need to know. He's
winning.
Life's taking a turn for the better, man.
Yeah, when you put your head down and work, keep yourself to yourself. Living testament here.
Winning.
Living testament.
As Harry Pinero will say, we are winning.
We are winning. Following the footsteps of the maker.
Listen, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me, fam. You've been doing that whole put your head down and work from time, fam.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, no. He's the blueprint. No, 100%.
You are an idiot, fam.
But yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Just grinding, grafting, the usual, man. You know what I mean?
Love that, bro.
Yeah, man.
I hear it, man.
The man them winning, you know.
Yeah,
I love
bro.
it, man. Like,
Honestly.
honestly,
Beautiful.
moving. You know what I mean?
This is it.
Yeah,
It's the elevation, like over time, and you just see it, like from what how we were just running around, little knuckleheads and that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then
all over the place.
all over, yeah.
Sure went to every uni without even going.
Oh my days.
Man had
Listen.
a uni pass.
Listen.
Sean was like what 19 or so, yeah, with
18,
like
yeah.
a new
Yeah,
polo.
18.
A new polo.
Driving everywhere.
Oh shit.
Everywhere.
What was that polo's name? Shirt? Was it
Shelly Ann. Yeah, Shelly Ann. Not gonna lie.
Her, by the way.
Yeah. But Shelly Ann, oh my days,
She's seen some things, bro.
yeah, like she, like the amount of mileage up and down, like
I don't know how you sold that, bro, because the amount of money.
honestly,
would have taken that.
honestly. No, you know what? I tried to sell it actually. That had to go we buy any car by the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much mileage did you run up?
No, do you know what? It wasn't a lot of mileage. It's just. I
You got
think
it fresh, didn't you?
Yeah, but no, it wasn't brand new fresh.
Yeah,
Like I got it from Car Giant.
Yeah, but it had,
So I got
that fresh car smell.
Yeah. And then I tinted the
remember.
wheels and then the windows and that.
Could move, you know.
Listen,
Yeah, it could
because
as well.
it's a sport. I waited specifically for that one.
Move still.
Electric blue.
That dynamo.
Yeah, fam.
Dynamo.
But yeah, man, that one was there because it's mad. Like thinking about it now, yeah, man would leave home in Croydon, go down to Brighton, like spend the night there, like go out, whatever. But I've got like I live like one traveller. Literally live like one traveller. Like I had
nomad.
I had two sets of clothes
In the car.
Two sets of clothes. Yeah, two sets of clothes.
Suede's, boy.
I'll go down to one place, then I'm down, and then I'm back up to.
Top man track.
Oh, listen.
Every colour
Oh
in
my
Puma
day.
suede.
Oh
They were
my
comfy though.
No, but I swear,
They used to go with everything as
I
well.
swear,
Yeah,
I wasn't the only one in it. It was you. innit?
Yeah.
Cool.
We used to get colours all the time.
Yeah.
And Axe as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A couple people.
I was more of a Nizza.
Yeah.
I was more of a Nizzas, man.
Yeah. They'll come.
Yeah,
They're
I
all
did that's
comfortable,
Nizzas.
man.
Yeah, but the Puma suedes, followed by the Nike runners.
Nike The Roshies.
Yeah, when we used to roll up the chinos as well.
Yeah.
Used to roll up the
Graphic
chinos.
tee.
Yeah, graphic tee. Yeah.
Rihanna on the front.
Listen, them top man days.
With her red hair.
Listen.
Them top man days with the zip hoodie.
Yeah. Like remember, like we'd go out and we hear that, like, or I'll come up to beds or whatever, and it's like, "Rah, do you wanna go out? Alright, cool. Let's go H&M."
Or one random shopping no more. That's all them
Remember the one in the
different
wall? USC or whatever. It was
Yeah. That we got them pattern thing from. Yeah.
I don't know where that jumper is now. You know,
Yeah.
I had it for years, and now
Yeah.
I think I've just gone missing now.
Yeah, I think my mum sent it to Jamaica still. Yeah, in a barrel.
Someone in Jamaica's rocking that tee right now.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Those days in
Bless her.
Diamond, you know.
But yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
Diamond.
yeah.
What time? Yeah, you were rolling around.
Bro,
Fam,
Sean was
it's
living
crazy,
life,
man.
bro.
It's
Sean, if
crazy.
anyone done
We
it
all
right, it
were.
was Sean. He's got the
were, to
uni
be honest.
experience without the stress.
But
Remember when you
when
got-
you think about it, like you hardly slept, bro, because you had a full-time job. You didn't need to sleep, bro. Full-time job. You used to still kick ball at a high level. He was traveling every day. He was at different unis every weekend.
This is why he can't chat to me.
How is that possible? When you
He's
deep it,
super
that's no. When you deep, that's mad.
You know Superman's meant to be black.
You're an idiot.
You know the S that's on his chest, it stands for Sean.
You're an idiot.
Fam, when you deep it,
You're an
that's true.
idiot.
Right?
No.
How can you not be
Because
black?
I'll say.
It's passed from the sun.
No. I remember you did say that still. His name's Khalil, fam. But no, all I'll say is that it's down to because that kind of helps me with what I'm doing now, innit? Like, because sometimes I have to go up to different places. So like, I have to run up to Reading, or I have to go to Brighton, or I have to go to. No, I haven't. I've had to go up to Manny a couple of times, but not recently. But it's just preparation, you know. I'm not gonna say like, yeah, I'm fully prepared, but it's just like knowing that this can possibly happen. You just got to take all your stuff with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, knowing that if I go to Reading, there's a possibility I might have to go straight from there to work, or straight from there to where I got to do afterwards.
Conditioning, innit?
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just one of those
Training
ones.
already. That's like it's like with me and Van at the moment with little one. like sometimes I don't get as much sleep as her. We don't get sleep anyway, but she might get a few more hours than me. I'll be moving on. She'll be like, "How are you still moving on?" I was like, "Babe, listen, the amount of nights I used to work, night shift, going straight to uni after, and then doing a whole day, then going rave later on in the evening. My body's conditioned. You know what I mean?" She's like, "Oh, I wish I did night shift."
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No idea what you're talking about. Just stop.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
This thing,
night shifts,
elite change your whole everything.
It's not a joke.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. You know them man that bang night shifts like permanently. I don't know how they do it. You know,
their whole body pattern, their whole life has changed. Bro.
You know, apparently, shaves off years of your life.
Doing night shifts.
Really?
No, that if you do permanent night shifts, obviously, if you're doing shift work, apparently the change is like minuscule in it. But if you're doing permanent nights, well, apparently it takes shaves off years of your life.
You sleep during the day and you work at night, and nights seem to be quicker than day.
It's not natural. Do you know what I mean? It's just, we're not nocturnal, so But certain man, like one guy I know, you know, it's sad to say, I don't know what's happened to him now. Actually, to be fair, but he used to do marathons, everything. Like he's been on nights for 30 years, and all of a sudden, I think I went away, come back, seeing him, and he was just like, look, completely different. He had MS.
Wow.
He had MS, and his body just shut down. Couldn't even write properly, and obviously that's what he needed to do for work. And it's like, bro, this man would do marathons like just for bant. Like I couldn't believe it.
You know, he's over exhausting his body.
But this is the thing.
Rest
though,
is important,
bro. We can get licked down anytime,
any
and that's the
moment.
scariest thing about it.
That's a scary thing. I think you always got to make sure, like, as much as that's true, like that you plan for tomorrow as well, because hopefully we are here.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Touch that wood.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, to a degree, you have to plan for tomorrow to a degree. Yeah, you have to plan for tomorrow to a degree, I guess.
Yeah, but you have to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Live for today.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
don't live in fear. Don't live in fear.
Yeah.
But you know,
fear can bring that about.
Yeah,
fear can bring.
You know, it is this, everything you have to have balance in it. So you have to have a plan that you're working towards, but essentially live life in today, man.
Yeah.
Don't let tomorrow worry about itself. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know, that's one thing that I would definitely that I have to give my missus thanks for, because I've always been the type to want to save. Like, you know, I get money and I don't want to spend it. Do you know what I mean? Or if I do spend it later on, I'm spending like a couple of weeks like just mulling, but what if I had that money or this and that. But she kind of helped me to kind of see the bigger picture in terms of, you know, sometimes have that little bit of fearlessness in to be able to go out and do stuff, because at the end of the day, if I let down tomorrow, I ain't taking that money with me. Do you know what I mean? So she helped me with that a lot, to be fair.
Bro, we all work hard in it. Like we've been working hard. Sometimes, and I think like you, especially you and Andre, have been drilling this into me for years. Enjoy the fruits of your labour.
You have to, man.
You work so hard, bro. Go and like treat yourself here and
Invest
there.
it properly.
Do you know what I mean?
Listen, man,
And it's true. Like I for me, bro, I've never really taken time to.
No, you got. That's why when you come to my yard, you see my TV, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? Bro, no, I'm not. You know what I mean?
Man said, you see my team.
You have to.
You see when the TV is wide, you look from the side and it disappears. It's so thin.
That's when you know.
Do you know it's because I'm not a man that I'm not a man as I've gotten older that I look after myself as much, or do you know what I mean, when it comes to things like that. So I said, you know what, since I'm not outside no more, I'm married now, I'm not really on the raving scene or looking for girls and that. Let me make myself comfortable at home. Do you understand? So when you come round and it's comfy and you see it's all nice and pretty up and that, that's because I'm trying to look after myself and trying to make myself comfortable at home and enjoy the fruits of labour. Every day I wake up, I sit in my yard, I'm like, right, thank you, Lord. You know what I mean? Even though it's not, I'm renting, but I'm just like, you know what, thank you, Lord.
But it doesn't matter, because it all goes back to investing in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone could look at you spending how much on a TV and thinking, oh, you're just splashing money or whatever. But at the end of the day,
That was investments too.
but exactly, is it? Yeah. But I'm just using that as an example. Do you know what I mean? But like certain things, like if you're doing it for you to be comfortable at home, to keep you at home from like getting caught up in any like I don't know foolishness or doing like whatever.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's an investment.
Yeah.
It's literally like everything that you do for yourself.
Is an investment.
Is an investment.
I think
See it like that.
I think it's easy sometimes to feel guilt as well for those investments. Like example is I bought a car recently and I bought it because I knew it would propel me to do more with myself.
Yeah.
I can go gym more because I don't have to walk there anymore. I'm meeting up with my friends and my family more because I've got the car to go, the means to do it.
Yeah.
And like not having one for like 10 months or so humbled me in like getting basket and train again. But then when I got it again, I realized like, like this is an actual investment in me. It's a liability, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not an asset. It's not something that's appreciating, but it's appreciating my life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And what I want to do.
100.
So
That's my next step.
yeah, man. Bit by you just got to do what's right for yourself. That's all it is. Literally. End of the day. Just got to be like Sean.
Always got to throw that in there.
You lot are silly, man.
Role models.
But I wanted to ask as well, Dan, and even Sion as well, actually. The parent scene, like, what were you like in the delivery room?
I was calm, bro.
Was you calm?
Yeah.
Of course you were. Of course you were.
Calm. I had to be because my van worries too much.
Yeah.
You can't. There's no space for the two of us.
Yeah, someone's got
You know what I mean? Even if inside I'm panicking, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what's going on? I can't show her that.
Yeah.
Because you got to be hurt, bro. They're going through so much. You got
listen.
even if you're feeling like you're about to pass out, you still got to hold it down. And
You know what?
Did you feel like that?
yeah, my last one,
Yeah.
𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐞, she pooed in the belly.
That's what happened with my little one. But we caught it. Van had a C-section.
Oh,
So
okay.
we caught it in time. And the doctor even said made the right decision. Otherwise,
Bro, you
we
see
could have
when
been having another combo.
when the sack came out and all the water
it's
and
mad. It's mad.
all my life, I was gonna throw up and pass out at the same time. I took a look. So obviously,
It's not easy, you know.
bro,
It's wild, fam.
I've never thought about. I never even knew that was a thing.
yeah. So when they poo in the belly, it's like it's emergency in it because they could end up swallowing their own.
Yeah.
And fucking themselves up.
There's a name for it. There's a name for it. I forgot the name for it.
That's crazy,
Bro, so when you see all of like the bloods, that the poo, the natural body fluids mixed together,
Yeah, it's nuts,
brother. It's different, and I swear, I had to look up to the sky and I just said, Lord, just hold me steady right now, please, because she needs me right now, and I'm about to bail out. I went lightheaded.
Yes.
Everything.
Did you look?
I swear down.
Did you look, Sion?
Yeah. Bro,
So you saw. Oh yeah.
I saw it coming out. Yeah. It wasn't a C-section. It was natural birth. Yeah.
That was different. It's different gravy, fam.
Because sometimes they say men shouldn't look.
No,
Sometimes
bro.
it can ruin like your sex life.
Yeah,
no.
Me?
Blah, blah,
Never.
Come on, bro.
Trust me.
Never.
It's mad, you know, because even the procedure of like a C-section.
Oh, don't kill me.
It's the more I deep it, it's a life-threatening thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they were cutting open my wife, fam.
Yeah.
They put her gut to one side, like they take out
Oh, they
her
maneuver.
guts. They take out her guts.
They knock her out at first.
What?
They
she's awake.
They're awake when
they numb it, but they don't.
Epidural,
Yeah, epidural to numb it, but they're awake because Kyron was a C-section. Yeah.
You see when you see the saws and the tools that they're using. I said, Jesus Christ.
Did they not
I
put?
said, Lord have mercy.
Dan, they didn't put a screen.
Bro, there was a screen, but I
you
saw
saw Hey, listen. So what happens is, listen, no, check it. So obviously, the missus, she's laying here. You're here holding her baby. You're fine, you're good.
And then
they put a screen here, so she can't see nothing.
Yeah.
And you can't see nothing. But you being curious,
but she could see, bro, because you see how it is. Yeah, she was sitting down. She was looking at me and talking to me, but there's like reflective stuff on the ceiling.
oh fuck
So
off.
she could see what they were doing, fam. So I kept telling her, look at me,
Yeah.
like talk to, like it's nearly finished. And then the doctor was like, okay, she's here now, and then she started crying. I got the video of everything and blah blah blah. I can't lie, yeah, that is like one of the most surreal moments as a man that you can ever have. I remember just smiling, laughing, saying thank you to all the doctors. Van was just there bawling, and then my baby was being cleaned up on the side. I cut the umbilical cord, and then she was in my arms. And I swear to you, yeah, I sat down and I splashed a tear, fam.
Yeah, straight.
I splashed a tear. I was just like, 100%. My goodness. I just looking at, because I was smiling, you know.
Yeah.
I was calm the whole way through. Everything was good. And then I just sat down and looked at my baby. I was like, rah. My eyes just started watering. I just said, rah, like, and then I'm like this, and then my nose is proper running.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is mad.
The
like,
bubble out the nostril.
I said, I can't believe that.
Boogie falling on the bubble, like.
I said, I just immediately looked up to her. I looked up to God. I said, Lord, thank you. You know, on a deeper level. On a deeper level, because you know, like, I'm a Christian, innit? I like to say I'm a Christian. I believe in God. And but when I thought about, the Bible talks about God giving His only Son.
Yeah.
You know, until you have a child, you don't know about that love, you know.
I can only imagine, you know.
Not to
honestly,
get all preachy and that, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how I can get, but you don't know about real love until you see. You don't understand your parents' love for you.
Yeah. You know what's really interesting?
All the trippiness that we do as well.
And you know what? I also noticed as well that you can't talk to me if you're a dad and you're not in your child's life. I'm sorry. You can't look at me in my face as a man
and say you understand
and talk to me like on a certain level.
Yeah,
I have no respect for you. Because this baby that comes into this world, they're so innocent. They rely on you for everything. You get what I'm saying?
If
you can't look after your child because you're scared, and I get it, you know. I kept thinking to myself, why is it that my dad was never around? Like, why is, like, I kept asking myself the question, and then I started to understand. I said, right, you know what? I'm getting shook, bruv. Like, I'm generally on life, like life how I knew it will never be like that again. It will never be the same. And some men or some women as well, some people just can't let that go. And then they run from their responsibilities. Do you get what I'm saying?
But even what you're saying there, I think, doesn't it depend on how, like, if something's happened for them not to be in their child's life? Because sometimes fighting to be in your child's life can cause a man to be on the brink of insanity sometimes.
I'm not saying fighting to be in your child's life.
Like just choosing not to.
Oh, you're saying choose it? Okay, alright, cool.
That's a whole. Remember this. That's a whole spectrum. I'm not gonna get into something.
We're talking about a man that don't throw away the responsibility.
I'm talking about a man. Maybe
who has every.
So before he has the child, he says, "Look, I don't want my child." Blah blah blah. But you see your child. You see the innocence in that. You see that that's a baby. Like, they're relying on you. And you decide to walk out their life and leave the mother on her own. As a man, my respect for women, even though I always had respect for women.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Look, you see when some women are complaining and stuff, okay, I hear it. Because the stress that their body goes through. Do you understand? To deliver a child, to hold a child, the worry, the heartache, feeling reduced movements and whatever, and thinking, oh my God, what's happening? Especially after the trauma of losing a baby before. You get what I'm saying? Going through all of that, walking, waddling, your organs are being squashed. You can't even tie your own shoelace. Listen, mothers out there.
Honestly, you know,
respect. I can't lie, and it's not that I had to have my own child to realize that, but it's made me understand it on a deeper level.
Because you've gone through it. You know what I mean? It's a live experience that you've been through.
No, it's deep.
Do you know what I mean?
It's deep. Like, but as men, we think women are too emotional and stuff like that. And at times I can agree. I do think some women are like over the top at times. You see, when it comes to babies, they're not making noise for no reason. Any single mothers out there, including my own and whatnot, respect. Straight, because it's not easy. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm here with my missus now. I'm thinking, if I were in your life, I don't know how you cope. I'm being so real. And then you wonder why a lot of women get postnatal depression and stuff like that. They ain't got help, and it's a shock to your system.
And when you ain't got help, they probably take it out on
No, you get depressed because you think,
Yeah.
because you know what it is, yeah. There's so many thoughts that will run through your mind. Like it's like, am I gonna be a good enough mother? Am I adequate? Am I doing the right thing? Am I helping my child? Is my child okay? If my child is making a certain noise or a certain movement, they can't tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm there helpless. If you haven't got somebody there to help you carry that load and to help you calm down and stay calm and just be like, look, it's all right. The child is okay, or everything's all right. Or you're doing a great. It's even something as simple as saying you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
No, honestly, man. Because when you think about it, it's like literally when they talk about pushing the description of pushing a watermelon out.
Bro, it's a life and death situation. Still.
This is it.
I never beat it before.
Yeah.
It's real.
Wow, I can only imagine. Like I'm only saying it off what I've heard. You know what I mean? You guys have seen it. Yeah. So, I don't know.
I think I had a whole new appreciation even for, funny enough, than via you. Like, you know, I'm very, very close to my mum.
Of course.
But like, even like the way she talked about your child just made me realize how much, like you said, mums go through a lot. Like we don't actually understand, or parents, we don't actually understand their love for us.
Yeah,
like,
don't, until you have your own.
Yeah, how deep it runs, what they're willing to do.
Yeah,
what they've carried you through.
Yeah.
And then before you can even remember.
Yeah,
literally. And then on top of that, sorry, go on.
All right, you say your thing because what I'm going to say is kind of controversial.
Cool. I was going to say on top of that, of course. On top of that, yeah, like you kind of understand that if you did come from a 2-parent household, that I didn't really come from a 2-parent household, but if you did, you understand that if your parents had a disagreement or whatever, it had nothing to do with you. Like sometimes we can involve ourselves in adult things and not understand what's going on. But when you have your own child, you realize that, right, they were just like me, just trying to figure it out. But it just so happens that I'm here as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes they can't always hide it away from the child, and that has adverse effects. Yeah. But when you have your own, you realize, you know what? It's not as easy as just A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Do you know what I mean? It gives you a wider perspective on life. You know? It gives you more understanding.
No, 100%. Because even like I know of a situation where a mum and dad are arguing, and the child is literally seeing. In fact, the children are seeing everything that's going on, and it's spilling out into their behavior at school. You know, little things like that, and I see it as well. So that when I speak to this child, and I speak to them on a realness, I'd be like talking to them about, because I feel like they witness all this stuff from mum and dad, all the battling and everything, but no one actually talks to them about it.
Talks to them, do
you know what I mean? So I'll talk to them on a real and just be like, listen, what do you think about this or that? What's going on with mum? What's going on with dad? How do you feel about it? And I feel like when I first start the line of questions, they're very sheepish. They don't want to talk about it. Because they don't. Part of it is because, especially this individual, he doesn't know how to process it. He just knows that this is going on and he doesn't like it. You know what I mean? But then after once you start to unpick stuff, you realize why he doesn't like it, and he might still not fully understand it. But you start to understand how they're seeing this, what's unfolding in front of them. You know what I mean? But what I was gonna say that was controversial is that you know, you was talking about you know, how deep a mother's love is for their child. And how but like obviously but for the mother for the mother, obviously, like, you know, they've given birth to this child, you know what I mean? So everything that you're willing to do for this child. Now I remember back in the day when I was talking about Lizzie and Prince Andrew, and I was saying, well, the fact that she kept him hidden from all the madness that he was doing, and I was saying, like, can you really blame her? Because the love of a mother to her child, it's a bit mad. Do you know what I mean?
But wrong is wrong.
I hear it. But that love there, I understand that's what Prince Andrew is a wrong one.
That's what she thought was the right thing to do in it, because of the love for her child.
I don't think it was just because it was her child. I think she was saving face for the royal family.
Yeah, because
there's probably elements of that. But when you
Harry and Meghan out of the cottage and putting Prince Albert in there, what's his name? Andrew. Putting Andrew in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying on a bigger scale, like, there's all sorts of layers to it. Do you know what I mean? But when you peel it back to maybe its purest form,
No,
It could not. It could just be the fact that who knows how she sees Prince Andrew in her mind.
And we don't know. But do you know why I don't agree? She never let Charles have the woman he wanted from the beginning. She made him marry Diana, knowing that he was in love with Camilla. She didn't let him have Camilla.
Yeah, but then what's that got to do with like?
If you love your children, why would you do one thing for one of them and then another thing, not one thing for the other?
But then marrying Camilla or marrying Diana didn't put him in trouble. Whereas,
of course it did.
It did. Yeah, because she was the, you know, she was the rogue. She was painted as like the rogue. Yeah, like the one that's different, as eccentric.
Would you say that?
Diana. Diana. She was the one that was.
I get that, but I wouldn't put
willing to fall into place.
I wouldn't put that scandal on the same level as what Prince Andrew done. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying in terms of principle of a mother's love. If you love your child, you want them to be happy.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
But she chose, quote unquote, in my opinion, duty over the love of her children.
Because that's what she's always been growing up to.
That's what she's growing up to do.
Yeah.
And so for me, when I come back to the Andrew situation, it's more duty of making the royal family
come back to this guy, bro.
look always a certain way. Rather than, oh, that's my son, I don't want him to go to prison.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics.
That's my opinion, but it's not a fact. It's just my opinion.
No, I hear it. I thought I'd just throw that in because like,
you don't throw that in again. Fire for that.
No, I hear it. I'm not defending him by any stretch, but it's just I'm thinking about
Sean loves the devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, just the depths of
Shocky again. Are you shocked?
You lot are silly, man.
Nah, that's a new name. Still shocky, man.
But just the depths of what do you call it? The depths of a mother's love. It's mad. It's mad because sometimes when as we said, like there's some guys out there that walk around wreaking havoc on the public, but then you tell their mum that they're little devils on the street, and they don't. They're none the wiser. Even if there's little things that I mean, they refuse to believe it because that's my little angel.
Those are the parents that are dangerous.
Yeah,
in my opinion, they're dangerous to society.
Yeah,
you have to see things for what they really are.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah,
very true.
But I think my understanding of just I think life in general, as I'm getting older, as it should do though, is just becoming more just developed overall, because I'm realizing like what it took for your mum to do what she done at times, or your dad, or your relative, or my understanding of even just women now, like just not being so kind of like I think a lot of men have been doggish at times.
Yeah, I think
that's someone's daughter, that's someone's this, or someone's that. Like it makes you think about how you've treated people. And I personally don't think I was treating anyone badly, man. But like some people would say otherwise. Yeah. That's entitled to their opinion. Yeah. But it just really makes you realize. That you know what.
And especially when you have a child.
Trust me.
And I say child, but especially when you have a girl child.
A daughter, yeah.
It makes you think like, Ross.
Can't even look at my daughter wrong,
No, bro. Listen.
No. Give a story then.
I was gonna ask. More so, I want to get you lots of opinions on it as well, as an outsider looking in. But I want to know your opinions on it, in the sense of, do you feel like dads get enough recognition in the pregnancy?
Sorry, say again, sir.
Do you feel like dads get enough recognition?
I was going to ask you this
in the pregnancy.
Do you know what's crazy? Because
I feel like
you two would be best to.
I feel like men go through a lot. As much as the woman goes through a lot, it's not about the men,
No, listen, but we talk like we understand that women go through a lot. We're talking about the men, right?
Thank you. Because I felt like I had to clarify.
We're talking about the men, right?
Thank you for that. But like, the men go through a lot,
Yeah, no. Definitely. 100%.
And you're expected to just take it. And one thing I've noticed is that I even had to talk to my mum about it the other day when Van was still pregnant with Azaria. No one checks in on the man.
Yeah.
Like, they're just expected to get on with it, move through life, but no one actually checks in on them.
And be there when the baby comes out.
They don't realise how much of a toll it takes on the man, especially if you're with the woman. If you're not with your woman and you're just being wishy-washy, and it's like, okay, well, it's just my baby, mum. She's having my baby, but we're not together, so I don't really care. It's a bit different, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But when you're actually in a relationship and you're with the woman, or you're married and you're with the woman,
Boy. I can't imagine what went through your head, when like the ambulance had to get caught, or like you had to like get to the hospital, and
no, all of that. It wasn't a rush, but it was like. I'm also talking about
the toll, though.
I'm also talking about. You understand
the mental side of things.
So you understand that your woman's hormones are heightened. A lot of hormones to go on and blah blah blah. So you have to let things slide. But it doesn't mean it doesn't pinch you.
Yeah. Okay.
Or it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that now, because your woman's, she's going through this stage where everything's heightened and hormones, emotions are high. It doesn't mean that you haven't got feelings.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And I think I think the majority of the times in society, when it is, in this instance, the pregnancy, men going through the pregnancy with the women, men's feelings just get walked over. Not even walked over. They don't even get thought about.
They don't.
I think walked overs are wrong. Like, they don't get. There's not a thought given. There's none to a men's mental or a man's well-being during the pregnancy process,
or even even afterwards. Like, of course, again with the woman, she's done a superhuman thing and brought a baby into this world. But I don't know this. I'm only going off like things that I've heard and stuff like that. Maybe the abuse, I say abuse that you might get, like when a woman's giving birth and that she might just be cussing you out or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
I've heard a lot of that in the hospital.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? A lot of cussing out and stuff like that. And you just got to be like, whatever. Or the baby's come now.
It's not personal.
And it's like, the baby's come now. The mum's got to get a rest and everything like that. No one's checked up on the dad. No one's giving the dad food. No one's checking that man's hydrated or like, you know what I mean?
I must say though, with my missus now, our recent daughter, I can't lie. My missus always says to everybody that I was the best person during her pregnancy. So she always gives man props.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, even the hospital said that with me and Van. She said, look, he was so supportive, blah, blah, blah. Word got around. I was like, I didn't even know. Like,
that's refreshing.
It's refreshing for real.
And it makes you, sometimes, it makes you take a step back and like actually think about like, like I actually, like I'm being appreciated. And it feels good because you see when we're going, it's like you don't even think about what you're doing because you just have to do it for your woman and for your child. You're not even, you're on autopilot.
I can imagine.
It's not until you sit down and then reflect and it's like, like I did a lot.
I did a lot. Still doing a lot.
Do you know what I mean? But then to be recognised for that,
it's not even so much recognition, It's more. I'm not even saying
appreciation.
Even just appreciation. I just like. I'm talking more like, wow, bro. Like I know that this isn't it. Are you alright?
Okay. Like just a general checking.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like I had to say to my mum that she's like every minute. How's Van? Is she okay? Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, she's good. Today she kind of got on my nerves because she's doing blah blah blah. But I know it's just the hormones, so I'm alright. But XYZ, and then mum's like, okay, cool, blah blah. Make sure you're looking out. I said I am, but mum, do you know what? I'm not okay.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed or whatever. But I can't show that because anytime I show that I'm overwhelmed or something, my missus will panic, or she'll go into a mood, and I can't afford to do that while she's carrying my child. I don't want her to stress.
There's a lot of
about anything.
To think about.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's different. Maybe we should have got Don and Kieran.
Talk
about that. Maybe that's a topic. Maybe we need to
from
Daddy. We need
them guys are from Listen to Daddy podcast as well. So just
maybe we need to link up with them and have a proper convo. About
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
But man, no, there's some. It happens a lot where the guy, the man, doesn't get checked in on. But again, like in our instances, there has been that appreciation.
I can imagine
which is nice.
That's for quite like I was gonna say, there's maybe different levels to it, which you've maybe experienced now, Dan, because when you were getting married, it kind of not becomes about the woman because it's you're there, but it is the woman, almost even as the woman's day. And then so that's one thing, and that's just like the years or the months leading up to it, and then the big day. This time round, it's like the pregnancy, and then post pregnancy, it's now like having to almost like be the breadwinner, but also having to be the domesticated husband, and also having to be that for the foreseeable future until she's now back to full speed.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
See my granddad, God rest his soul. I understand him so much more now.
Yeah.
Just he was calm, but he could go from 0 to 100 just like that.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
quite fiery, but he was the most calmest person ever. But I now understand why he was the way he was.
Yeah.
With my nan and his kids. I get it.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
before I just never got it. I never understood why are you barking at nan for, like, because she's only joking. She's just playing. She's not even trying to. But I get it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
doing too much. No, you're doing, man, you're doing a lot. You're doing. Why you stop provoking it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why
Man's over there doing
you know what I
nothing.
mean?
I swear, like,
You're watching the
grandpa's
cricket.
probably rejoicing hearing that.
Do you know what? Yeah? I can't lie. On his deathbed, it's mad because he was like my dad, innit? But on his deathbed, it was like, nan must have done something. And I said to Granddad, don't pay her no man, because I know she's just. I said something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
In one of his last words, he said to me is, "I'm glad you know her, Dan." At least you know her. And he's like,
Yeah.
I said, all right, Granddad,
The internal one that is
That
like,
was
yeah.
touch
If
me. I
you
said,
know,
all
you
right,
know,
cool.
yeah,
Man knows, I understand.
yeah.
It's one of them bonding moments.
Yeah,
It's nice,
yeah.
still.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we've that was a very good episode. We've come to the end of that one.
Our first one back, guys.
First one back.
And we are back. Refreshing
Yeah, man.
Fresh in charge. You ain't ready for this shit.
Come
You know what I mean? Whether you're share some of your pregnancy stories and your birth
words.
stories, man. Whether
Any
you're
questions as well? If you've got any
dad or mum.
questions, you know what I mean?
Any
Like,
questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Not even any tips.
Yeah,
Any tips? Anything?
Any tips? Because we're still like, I'm father of three. Yeah, big. I mean, pause.
No, I said because.
Oh, I thought you said pause as well.
Because.
Any big tips?
Whoa.
Yo, hey, don't touch me.
Hey,
No, but
Yeah, no, but
Any-
some hints and
Yeah,
tips.
And if anyone's out there listening, and like, you know, you got any ways to make more money?
yeah. Listen, 100%, fam. 100%, man.
I've been seeing them 50% off Amazon orders and stuff.
Listen, there's plenty of things, man.
See that new iPhone incoming.
Yeah. Any entrepreneurs out there, man? Just
Please,
listen,
come
share
on.
some advice,
Share
man.
some advice, man.
Yeah, I mean-
Let us know how to level up, because
knowledge is wealth.
I'm not too proud. You get me? I'll learn.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could be 20, I'll learn from you. 10
Yeah.
years you're senior, it's fine. I'll learn.
That's
Get what I'm
it.
saying?
That's it.
They say
Okay.
speak with confidence, but listen like you don't know.
Yes. Hey. Deep for that one still.
You see what I'm saying? You know he's in the office.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron. I need to know that one down still. I need to know that one's serious.
It's on the pod still.
No. I'm learning that right now.
But yeah, man. Yeah, so you've been here with Shores.
Been here with Axe.
Been there with sheeps.
Been here with DCB,
AKA
Chargy D,
AKA
Angle Man Dan,
AKA.
Daddy Day.
Yes, man.
Daddy
Yeah, man.
Daycare.